Hey there everyone, I've got some great news. I've got a 3D printer now, so I'm going to be able to 3D print auto parts whenever I want. I've actually already printed 2 parts for the Crosstrek and something for the camera. The 3D printer is going to make for some great projects when it's snowing outside and I can't work on the car. It may even improve the quality of videos too. You may have seen some of my auto part disassembled videos, and it's mostly the camera pointing down at a table with mostly my hands and I talk over it. I don't add that audio in afterwards. I record that audio as I'm taking it apart. But as it stands now, the microphone faces wherever the lens is facing. And I'm not where the lens is facing, obviously. So I 3D modeled an adapter that will aim the microphone up about 30 degrees. And that should aim the microphone more at me as opposed to the parts that are on the table. It should amount to better audio quality. One of my limitations is that I unfortunately can't print anything that's going to go under the hood. I assume that wherever I put something under the hood, temperatures will eventually get to the melting point of the plastic I'm using. I'll definitely try it out, but I'm not holding my breath. Another thing that's going to help this channel get through winter is the new series that you've already seen 2 videos of, Racetrack Profiles. Those videos are definitely not going to take over. I've seen the view counts are about 1/3 of what my normal stuff does, so I get it. Although I do enjoy making those videos, I really prefer showing how cars work, explaining how to take it apart, put it back together, explaining why certain things are there and why they're not. Oh, speaking of Racetrack Profiles, if you follow my Twitter account, you may have seen a glimpse of what the drama was. The Pocono video actually got demonetized, and all I could see from the app is that it was demonetized. I didn't even get like an email or anything telling me that it was. YouTube fixed that. But I had assumed that it was going to be one of those copyright claim with fair use debacles, and I was just like, I don't want to deal with that right now. So I didn't even go up to my computer and see who had copyright claimed it. I just assumed I'll deal with it later or I won't get the money from it. I wasn't even monetizing the video at the time, so I had time to wait. But I finally got up there like 4 days later, and I was looking at it and it was just deemed not suitable for advertisers. And I was like, that's kind of weird. The only thing that I can think of is that there was a flip in the video, and maybe that was too scary for advertisers. But I remembered the Fuji Speedway one that came out before it, that had a flip in it too. But I was like, YouTube's never consistent around enforcing these things, so I'll just be glad that I have the Fuji Speedway video still. That same day, there were a bunch of videos coming out that were showing what words YouTube typically demonetizes just by being there. And that was done by putting the word in the title of a 2-second long video that wouldn't be demonetized for any other reason. But that got me thinking, and I was looking at the description of that video, and there was something that was like a mildly, maybe upsetting topic. And I'm just not going to use the word in this video because this will get demonetized for sure. But all I did was take that section and delete it. And like 5 minutes later, I didn't even have to have it manually reviewed. It just cleared itself. It went to green and it was monetized. Speaking of monetization, I tried something out recently. I don't know if anyone noticed, and I don't know if anyone cares because of how subtle it was, but my typical approach for when a video comes out is that if you're actually watching it the day it comes out, the week it comes out, I appreciate that you're doing that. And since I have such a small audience that it barely affects the monetization anyway, I just took monetization off for the first week a video comes out. It made it super easy because as soon as one video comes out, I can go to the previous video and put monetization on that one. For months and months, I've seen this debate where some people will claim that YouTube doesn't promote videos that are not monetized, and the theory behind that is if they're not monetized and YouTube takes a cut from monetization, obviously, they're not making money, so they have no interest in promoting that video. They want to promote a video that they will get paid for, and lots of people will say that's not true. In one of my recent videos, I turned on monetization, but I only made it the default banner ads and stuff like that that's only seen on desktop. So if you've watched on mobile, there's no ads. It's just if you're viewing it on desktop. And I actually saw an improvement in the number of views that I get from subscribers that way. That's not a scientific approach because that could have just been a video that people were more interested in to begin with. And in order for it to be scientific, it has to be repeatable results. So I'm going to change my monetization policy to where it will only show those side of the video, not on video, no non-skippable or skippable video ads before the video. It's just going to be the like off to the side, no one cares about ads, just to see if like just that little bit of monetization makes YouTube go, oh, it's monetized, I'm going to push this video. I'm going to do that going forward, starting with this video here, and see how it works out. But back to those racetrack profile videos I've been working on. They've also been a good practice for another kind of video that I've been wanting to do. I've been working on one for like almost 2 months now that I actually mentioned in one of these update videos as a potential future video probably like a year ago. And I finally got around to doing some research. It is really tough. Like the racetrack profiles stuff, you can tend to find historical facts about a racetrack pretty easily. This topic, there have been lawsuits involved. There's a lot of people that were upset. A lot of people stopped buying that particular brand of car because of this. And it's really, really easy to find opinions on this topic, but there's very little like from the source evidence or from the source data in general on this topic. So it's been taking a long time to compile anything relevant. I also recently found this channel called Ahoy that does videos based on mostly video game stuff, and I really like the visuals in it. I'd like to do something like that with this video, but I'm not sure if I have the editing skills to do that sort of thing, or at least pull it off in a realistic way. I may give it a try, but I still have to do a bunch of research on this video, and adding a new editing style to the mix is really going to push its release date way out there. So all in all, putting all this time and effort into it is a really big gamble, and I'm not sure if it's going to pay off. I really like it, and even if it's successful, it may be a series that's only a once or twice a year kind of thing. So how well that video does is going to decide the fate of a series, whether or not it exists. But yeah, that's all the updates I've got for you. I really want to get this thing on the road before the snow hits. I could just throw a battery in this thing and I can drive it. I just need to get it approved. So if there's any video topics you want me to work on that involves working on a car before the snow hits, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next Cars Simplified video. Thanks for watching. It'll also be the first video of its kind on the channel, so like putting all this time and effort into it,